Remember when this plant sold for $400, $800, even $1,000? Well, now you can find it in big box stores and people's Etsy carts for under $15. I'll sell it to you for $5. Today, we're going through 17 former unicorn houseplants that absolutely crashed in price. I'm talking $400 down to $300. And I'll tell you very bluntly which ones are finally worth grabbing and which ones are still a wallet pain pass, even at today's prices. If you ever sat there in 2020 thinking, I'll never afford that plant, well, this is your victory lap. You waited, the market crashed, now let's see which plants deserve a spot in your collection. Welcome back. Around 2020, 2021, the rare plant market fully lost its mind. I was there and I overspent on many of these. Some even lived in this room with me. So here's how this works. These plants used to be stupid expensive. We're talking $150, $400, some even way more. Now you can find them reliably, smaller plants, even starter ones, for under $50. I'm going to give you the then versus now price, whether it's actually worth it, and my honest 2026 verdict on the pass or purchase. We're going to go rapid fire, baby. 17 plants. So if you hear one, or if you own one or want one, please let me know in the comments whether you think it was worth the wait. This little beauty here, the Philodendron El Choco Red, used to sell for $200, $400. Those velvet leaves, maroon backs. This is a complete import flex. But thanks to tissue culture, this baby will now cost you less than $20 at a Home Depot. Verdict for under $50. Buy. This is one of the best examples of a rare plant crash that works in your favor. The Philodendron gloriosum. This crawling cutie used to set you back about $200 to $350. But thanks to mass propagation and tissue culture, you can now get this crawling plant for about $40 to $50. Verdict, it's a definite buy. But just make sure that you have floor space because those babies like to crawl. Beautiful plants. And, even though they're cheap now, they still have that old money type of look. This baby is the Philodendron verrucosum, a fragile Ecuadorian import that used to set you back about $300, an investment where half of them would melt in shipping. But now you can find them at stores for under $30. My grocery store was selling them for $25 over the summer. Verdict, if you don't mind a little bit of drama and fussiness, still gorgeous, but at least it's not a big investment in that gamble. This little Thai used to have a comma in its price tag. For mature plants, people would purchase them for up to $1,500. But now you can get starter plants for just under $50. It's all thanks to a lot of lab work and mass production of them. But here's the thing. Even at my grocery store, they were selling these babies for $15, $20, $30, just depending on how nice the plant looked. Verdict, buy it, but a cautious buy. Just make sure that you're patient and that eventually you have a lot of space because they get big. The Philodendron Ring of Fire reached its peak during the pandemic. A nice one would set you back around $250, $300. But now, thanks to mass propagation, you can find them for about $15 to $25 at big box stores. Verdict, if you like weird leaves that look like a firework, sure, why not? But there are cheaper alternatives to that variegation. This clarinervium was absolutely a status plant at $120 to $300. Now 4-inch plants show up around $30 to $45 thanks to mass propagation. Verdict, solid buy. Thick cardboard feeling leaves, very designer, and the price finally matches what you're getting. The Anthurium crystallinum. This is the plant that made me fall down the velvet Anthurium rabbit hole. It was once a $200 plus collector piece, sometimes way more. Tissue culture and hybrids flooded the market though, and now juveniles are about $25 to $50. Verdict, buy if you want a soft entry into velvet Anthuriums. It's basically the gateway velvet now, though same goes for the clarinervium. Ooh, I still want one of these ones. The Anthurium regale, they used to set you back about $150 to $400, but now you can get starter plants for about $30 to $50. Verdict, go ahead, but know what you're in for because there's a lot of work that goes into them, and you better bet it's going to turn into one giant plant. Anthurium luxurians was $250 to $600 when that reptilian type foliage first hit Instagram. But now you can get smaller plants for about $35 to $60. Verdict? If you want that texture in those leaves and you don't mind a slower grower, sure, the plant might look outrageous, but the prices sure aren't anymore. This little drama queen right here might be one of the clearest bubble arcs ever, the Alocasia Black Velvet. At its peak, people were paying $500 to $1,500 for this plant. Now, you can get it for about $15 to $20. It's called like the grocery store plant. Woo! Verdict, buy it, but with a humidity asterisk risk next to it. Even though it's cheap, it still comes with the needs of an Alocasia. The Alocasia azlanii was a $350 to $700 lottery jewel plant. But now you can get smaller ones for about $30 to $50. Verdict, if you're successful with jewel alocasias, give it a shot. But if you're a beginner, man, oh man, the price may have dropped, but the attitude hasn't. At their peak, the philodendron tortums were selling for $400. Now you can find those weird fern-looking plants for under $40. Verdict, if you like that kind of foliage, sure, why not? They're easy. Man, oh man, do I miss this plant. The Philodendron Mulatto Chrysum, one of my favorites. During the peak of the pandemic, when I got mine, that plant, a small little baby one, cost $600. But now, thanks to tissue culture and rapid growing, you can get similar sized plants for about $50. I have to tell you this, with the verdict, an absolute strong yes. You just have to get a nice pull because once they start climbing, those leaves get so big and beautiful. Absolutely, yes. This silver monstera was once a $120+ import because everyone wanted that juvenile silver look and the glow up when it matures. Now it's a $15 to $30 boutique shop staple. Verdict, buy if you want a fast photogenic climber. Not rare anymore, but just really pretty for the price. The Monstera dubia. A couple years ago, collectors went through a dubia on a board phase. Back then, these were $150 to $300, and imports were hit or miss. Now, that exact shingling look is closer to $20 to $45. Verdict, buy if you love all shingling aesthetic on a board or pole. It's finally priced like the fun novelty that it is. Gaius sat right next to Milano and verrucosum in the elite velvet club. $150 to $400+ for rooted, more for big imports. This is a fully grown 6-foot cutting from my OG Gaius that I got back in 2021 for $600. Current reality, starters around $26 to $40. Verdict, big buy for me. Massive velvety climber energy for under $50 is kind of ridiculous. All right. This is my philodendron Jose Bono climbing up a trellis in my living room. Jose had a loud but short hype cycle, $150 to $350 for medium plants, way more for higher variegation. Now you're seeing it for about $18 to $36 at nurseries and online. Verdict, buy if you have space. Those paddleboard leaves get huge, but under $50, it's no longer a crazy gamble. So there you go, 17 former rares that are now in the under $50 category. I'm curious to know which ones caught your attention. What would you give yourself permission to purchase now, and which ones seem a little bit too pricey still? Also, did you buy them before the price plummet? Let me know in the comments, please, because I had bought so many during the expensive days, and it's not that I regret them by any means, because, you know, they're great plants, but man, oh man, to save a couple $100 would be nice. Speaking of saving money, take a look at this video up in the corner because it will compare 10 dupes to 10 rares. Dupes looking exactly like the rares, and in many instances, so much easier to grow. I wish that I knew about a lot of the plants on that list because it would have saved me a lot of heartache. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.